Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson may not have won the speakership on the first round of voting on Friday, but he did eventually win the speakership. So Republicans got their speaker, new Congress got all sworn in, and they are off to the races this week, folks. And their first decision, before they even came back on Monday for their first real day, was to do the dumbest thing possible. Over the weekend, Speaker Mike Johnson appeared on Maria Bartiromo's Fox News show, where she asked him, how are you going to pass all of Donald Trump's, agenda? What are you going to do? And Mike Johnson had the dumbest idea ever. And he says, this is what Republicans are going to do. We're going to take every single thing that Donald Trump wants to do, all these unrelated issues, and we're just going to put them into one big, massive bill. Everything in one bill. Because, then he says it'll definitely pass if it's all in one, which makes zero sense because that's the exact opposite of what logic would tell us. But anyway, Bartiromo asked Johnson, quote, have you spoken with President Trump about what he prefers? I mean, does he want one large reconciliation package to include border security, deportations, as well as tax extensions? Or does he want two, as Senator Lindsey Graham has been working on? And Johnson said, yeah, he and I have talked about this quite a bit, as you might imagine, over the last few months, determining the pros and cons of the two different strategies. I respect Lindsey Graham and all my friends who kind of preferred a two-step strategy. The idea would be get something done on the border and maybe defense spending right out of the blocks or very quickly, and what we would call a skinny reconciliation bill, and then do the rest of it in a larger chunk later. But I think at the end of the day, President Trump is going to prefer, as he likes to say, one big, beautiful bill. And there's a lot of merit to that because we can put it all together. One big up or down vote, which can save the country quite literally because there are so many elements to it and it'll give us a little bit more time to negotiate that and get it right. Then Bartiromo pointed out that a bill with so many moving parts risked alienating some lawmakers, which, for the first time ever, I'll say Maria Bartiromo's right. Like, hey, if you shove every single thing into one bill, then people who may have supported like one part and voted for that if it was its own bill, but they hate this part, they're going to vote against the whole thing. Like, that's a very dumb strategy, is what Bartiromo was trying to say. And Johnson responded to that and said, well, actually, that's the benefit of doing it all together, because no one's going to love every element of a large package like that. What? So you're admitting, like, the plan is to put everything into one bill because some people are going to hate parts of it? And then he says, but there will be enough elements in there to pull everyone along. They'll be able to justify not getting all of their preferences on some of their big issues because there will be so many other very important pieces to that one piece of legislation. So I think keeping it together is how we'll actually get it done. And there's some real value to that. No, there's not. I mean, look, I don't want y'all to pass any of Trump's agenda. It's going to be horrific for the American public. But this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And so, of course, when I first see this story, I'm like, what the hell is Mike Johnson thinking? He's not a complete buffoon. Why would he do this? And then Trump came along and answered my question. Because Donald Trump has been out there the last day and a half pushing for one big, beautiful bill. So this isn't Mike Johnson's idea. This is Trump's idea. He says, put it all into one thing so that your 3-seat Republican majority can lose everything? Because that's what will happen. Johnson, based on the makeup of the House, can lose 2 Republican votes. That's it. Assuming every Democrat votes in unison. He loses 2 Republican votes, it's over. So no, he can't actually afford to lose 2 votes. 2 votes and it's done. 2 votes and it's done. And your solution to having the smallest margin in history is screw it. Put it all into one. There'll be something. Do you not realize? You've been in Congress long enough that you should know this, you idiot. when there's more that people don't like in a bill, even if it includes something they do like, they will still vote against it. Like, that is literally the history of Congress. They wait until they get what they want. So if you're wanting to pass Trump's agenda this way, by God, I'm not going to stop you. Trump's clearly not going to stop you. But I can promise you, you will not see one bit of success. And at that point, you may want to start watching your own back, because your speakership could be on the line if you fail with this. It is a very big gamble that you're betting on because of a man who has bankrupted multiple casinos. That's kind of ironic, isn't it? The guy that you definitely shouldn't take gambling advice from is telling you to risk it all on one big, beautiful bill. Good luck with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.